Hey guys, Nick is here, and today I want to talk about something different. I might come off as mean-spirited or just plain mean, picking on you, but I assure you I am not. I have the best intentions in mind, and I want to ask you, why are you doing what you're doing? So, I'm addressing in this video 99% of pre-first product, pre-first sale Amazoners. Why are you guys in it? Because I'm noticing a lot of talking and a lot of questions and information gathering and not a lot of action. What are you afraid of? So let's say you make a $2,000 investment. You just pick a product. The numbers are there, and you just kind of take a shot in the dark. Let's say you lose $2,000. Will the world end? Really? I mean, you can have all the knowledge in the world, but unless you execute, unless you pull the trigger on what it is that you're doing, whether it be, okay, this is the product I'm going with, now I'm going to find Alibaba suppliers or suppliers period. I'm noticing quite a few people are, well, I have 2 or 3 products picked, but I want at least 10 to choose from. If the numbers are there, one is more than enough. Just go for it. Your first product is all about just proving to yourself that this works. After that, you can start getting into branding and building your big business online. But right now, you're coming off, and this is an assumption, of course. I could be wrong in a lot of cases, but for me and for many of the people that I've spoken to, you're coming into this e-commerce thing, and this is your first e-commerce experience. You just need to make it work. That's all. Like, bare minimum, really. So if you have a product or 2 products in mind, start looking for suppliers. If you found good enough, decent suppliers, and they're asking you for money and you're just pulling back, why? I mean, delaying the execution, delaying that process in the future does not eliminate the risk. It just delays it to another day. You're going to have to do it regardless another day. So why are you delaying it? Just take a risk. Risk it. I mean, this is pretty unproven. Unless you're going to go to China and hand them the money yourself and then ship the product yourself, like, you have to let go at some point and just have faith. Obviously there are key metrics that you're looking for, whether it be numbers in the research process or whether it be talking to suppliers, which I'm making another video for that. But like, if their English is good, they're responsive, they're giving you a good quote, they have a good website, if you ask them if other companies that they've worked with and they actually give you references, like, that's it, you're golden. Just like, don't be afraid. You're not betting your life here. You're not you're not betting tens of thousands of dollars. Your first product is probably around 1,000, 2,000, probably even less. And I know that my personal experience doing this is going to be very different from yours. I know there are some people that might be watching this video that can say, hey Nick, I have a family, we're barely getting by, and I'm just like trying to do my best to to find a supplementary income to just kind of get us out of poverty or something. I get that. Okay, I've been there. Like, I never relied on anyone starting this Amazon thing, and like, a lot of you've seen my video about my going from dead broke to my first month on Amazon, and like, I was there with 30 grand debt. Mind you, I'm young and I don't have any family commitments, but still, like, I was there. I felt that. So it's more the journey to your first product is not so much finances and making it work. It's psychological, and I want you to understand this. The reason why I'm asking you these questions and the reason why I'm being very blunt with you right now is because you really have no excuse. Like, you found this thing, and you either need to be honest with yourself and say to yourself, like, admit it. I'm talking to, I'm on this Facebook group, or I have this meetup community and I haven't executed quite yet. Like, did you not do it because of lack of money and you actually have a solid plan, in which case that's okay. You have a plan, in about a month you'll get there, go for it. Or is it because just to have bragging rights? Because that was the case for me at the start. I wanted to have some bragging rights. Mind you, I wanted to succeed eventually. Like, I wanted to get that first product going. But the reason it took me 2 months to research the process and to find 2 to 3 products and then slowly inch into Alibaba, like, every next step is just that much more painful internally because you're pushing your comfort zone. So it's like, you don't want your friends to ask you, or your family to ask you, hey, how's your Amazon thing going? Because they always will. And this is going to be hard to accept, but a lot of them don't want to hear, oh man, it's going great, like, just sold $10,000 my first month. They don't want to hear that. They it's like crabs in the bucket, you know? I mean, yeah, they're your family. Like, you still love them, you care for them, your friends, your circle that you grew up with and that you've known for so long. But they don't want to hear that, you know, Jimmy or Karen all of a sudden, you know, just went from nothing to like this, you know, big baller, like making, you know, selling Amazon products and like getting crazy, because then that brings into question their character and who they are as people. So don't mind that. Just have an honest conversation with yourself. And are you doing this because you want to prolong the process as long as possible? Do you even want to get to the end? Do you even want to have that first sale on Amazon? And if you do, good. Then make a plan, execute. Do not delay. You're literally like every single day that you say tomorrow, 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 eventually that tomorrow, those days turn into weeks, they turn into months, sometimes even years, and there's always an excuse. And honestly, like I'm telling you, honestly, with the caveat, like I know that I don't know your personal story, but honestly, there's no excuses. There's really not. The people that I'm getting in contact now and that I'm talking to, the 100K a month guys and gals out there, like I will tell them, like, you know, my my problems. Oh, like I got some inventory removed as defective, like 150 units. Like, that sucks so much. Like I spent, you know, I spent $12,000 Canadian instead of $8,000 US, and they laugh at me and they say, you know, I just like my listing just got shut down and I missed out on like, you know, 50 or 40K of sales yesterday in one day. Like it's all relative. It's all relative. And I want you, if you really want this, and I'm telling you, it's not hard. It's really not hard. You are your worst enemy here. If if you just follow the process, like just put the money, like get the money out of it. Like money's not an issue here. It's honestly, it's your psyche and how you're perceiving it, how you're interpreting it. And I think in a lot of cases, including my case when I was starting, it's more of the fear of losing out or the fear of losing something is stronger than the joy of winning at something new and learning something. And this, all it really is just a learning process. Because I'll tell you now, honestly, if I was to lose everything, my listing got removed, I lost my I don't know, my factory just shut down, products gone, whatever, I can restart in 2 to 3 months. I can be back to this level because I've slowly elevated that boundary, and now I'm here. I can come down, but I'll always be back. I'll be back to this level. Now, beyond this level where I am now, it's still going to be that drudgery, that like, okay, carefully feeling my way around, you know, surrounding myself with people, like trying to, you know, launch second, third, fourth successfully, automating the whole thing, having the warehouse, my own warehouse distribution instead of just relying on Amazon. But I'm already at this level, and I know even if I fall down, I'm gonna get back up immediately, and then I'm gonna work up. So even if you're the lowest of the low, just know that eventually every single mini step you take upward, even if you fall from that you know, from the level that you've reached, almost like a checkpoint in the video game, you're always back up there almost immediately because you know how to get back. So keep reaching out to me. Add me on Facebook. Nick Nirov, ask your questions, keep posting in the comments, subscribe, follow, whatever, like go find other guys, listen to Scott Volker, keep doing what you're doing. Like I'm always here. Honestly, like I'm working on my own projects, and like I'm trying to make these videos and doing my own Amazon thing, and actually just picked up a job where I'm going to be running another Amazon store for someone else on their behalf. And I'm doing my best to reply to all of your questions. And your questions to me is basically how I come up with these video ideas. But I'm just telling you, just like, don't hesitate. You're gonna be dead soon enough. And there's really nothing to lose. There really isn't. So just execute. Just follow the process. Take a step forward. Don't delay it, because it's not gonna go away. It's just gonna hover there, and it's gonna become this bigger and bigger problem every day that you let it go by. Okay? Okay. So to finish off, I want to tell you, me to you, that I love you. You can do this. No matter what anyone else says, even your internal voice might tell you, no, you have your own doubts. Trust me, a perfect YouTube stranger. You can do this. Just believe in yourself. You know, there's a saying that I really like that goes like, we overestimate how much we can do in a day, and we underestimate how much we can do in a week. I heard this from Tim Ferriss' podcast, and I really like that. So don't load everything up on one day. Plan ahead, stretch your week out. But I'm telling you, it's possible. It's not hard. It just takes effort and work. Just put in time. You'll get there. If you're in doubt, if you have any questions, I'm here. Reach out to me. I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll do my best to encourage you. You can do this. Good luck.